Hi, let's talk about exercise today. And I know this is a crazy time of the year to be talking about exercise. Most people don't like to have that discussion until January 1st when they hit their New Year's resolution. But in all honesty, a well-rounded health program includes exercise every day of the year. So let's talk just a little bit about some tips and tricks I have for making it part of your everyday life, and just some good background information that you may have never considered on exercise. If I had to pick one thing that I would term quote unquote the fountain of youth, I would say it's exercise. It just, nothing keeps you young quite like moving your body. So we live in this world where so much of our life is sedentary, whether we sit at a desk job or we're in school and we're sitting, and you just need to get up and move. So let me tell you about 4 things that I think are really important components of a good exercise program. The first is moving your body, low level movement. So that means that you are just moving throughout the day. And I have a little wrist device that it's like a Fitbit. Mine is a Garmin, actually. Let me show it to you. It's this thing right here. And it tracks my steps and my sleep patterns and the amount of exercise I get and all that stuff. And I just love it. I have a little goal called 10 and 10. And every day I try to get at least 10 flights of stairs up and down and 10,000 steps. So that just means that throughout the day, if I look like, ooh, look, I'm stuck on 4,000 and it's towards the end of the day, I just start walking. Whether that's I just go outside and lap around my neighborhood, or I'm at the office and I walk down the street for 20 minutes, or whatever it is, I think, gosh, I could go vacuum the house and get some steps. It's not exercise per se, but it's low level movement, and it just really keeps your body mobile. So that's the first thing. The second thing is to move heavy things, lift heavy things. We are designed to be able to push and lift and move heavy things. So you can see behind me, I've got this is my husband Tim and I, our little kettlebell workout stash. It goes all the way from 18 pounds is the little one on the end to 80 pounds is the big one towards the treadmill side over there. But and then we have some dumbbells. And then when we need to lift heavier than that, we have a gym membership where we can bench press and squat heavy, deadlift, things like that. But it doesn't, it almost doesn't matter. If your kids weigh 40 pounds, grab a kid and do some squats. It doesn't have to be formal so much as it does heavy things have to be moved and done. Challenge yourself on that. And then flexibility is another key. So whether that looks like dynamic movement, and we have a ton of, on our Thrive Chiropractic YouTube channel, we have a ton of mobility sequences and series that will help you. You can use them as a warm-up, a cool down, all kinds of stuff, if you want to check that out. But just, it takes 5 to 10 minutes a day to keep that body moving. And some people prefer flowing type dynamic stretches, and some people prefer static hold stretches. Honestly, I see benefits to both of that. So in some cases, I think it makes sense to get into the minutia of which one is better. But in most situations, I think just make sure you're working on your flexibility for 5 to 10 minutes a day. And then the other one is to run fast or do something fast. That trains a different system than, I was talking about just moving throughout the day, 10,000 steps. That would include things like walking just at a regular pace. But you also need to train that system that gets you out of breath, that aerobic system that allows you to run away from danger. That, there's just something primal about that, and it's very important. So, a couple times a week, work in some sprinting or some jump roping or something that just really gets your heart rate up. And those are just, the 4 things that I think are part of a good, well-rounded exercise plan or program. You might think, okay, it's coming into the busiest, craziest time of the year. How in the world am I supposed to fit this into my life? Well, the good news is you only need about 30 minutes a day to really get it done. And you probably want to alternate between things like lifting heavy weights, doing some sprinting on one of the days, taking a walk for 30, 40, 60 minutes, just a longer, slower distance, kind of keep it moving for longer to build some endurance, and then some flexibility either before or after some of the more intense workouts, or take a day and spend 20 or 30 minutes on mobility a couple times a week, however you want to do it. And this is the topic of my my blog post this week, so I will have that if you want to read more information on that. And then throughout the week I'll post some example workouts and things like that. Research shows that when it comes to exercise, you really need to do it in the morning before things get in the way. That is not to say there aren't very successful people that exercise later in the day or at lunch or whatever, but statistics will play out like just get up at 5 or 6 in the morning before you go to work or before your kids need you or things get in the way and creep up, and just tackle the day with a good workout and get your sweat on early. So that's my challenge for you over the course of the next 3 weeks before we head into the New Year's resolution season. Get a jump on it. Commit to 3 to 4 30-minute sessions a week and see if you just don't feel better and go through the holiday season just in a much better state of body and state of mind. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.